A recent study by scientists from Sweden, the United Kingdom, Canada, Denmark, and Switzerland revealed. Remember what reveal means? Put forward, showed, indicated that many toxic chemicals could stay in our environment and even in our blood and fat tissues. What does fat tissues, for example, we have here? Yağ bezeleri for many years. Although it is not known whether these chemical harm human health, be careful, although it is not known. Different scientists continue their research on the subject. So now, when I look, so we are talking about chemical pollution, reading about, sorry, chemical pollution and its effect on human health is still not known, but the research go on. Safe planet, what is that? It's a global awareness. Be careful, please. Aware, to be aware of. What does it mean? Farkında olmak. So awareness is farkındalık. Campaign created by the UN Environment Program to monitor levels of toxic chemicals in the global population. It highlights the harm caused by the production, use, and disposal of hazardous chemicals, including flame retardants, pesticides, and many of which have been banned. So, this is a global, so we are talking about a global awareness program and directed by WHO, UN Environment Program. Why? To monitor the level of these toxic chemicals in the global population. So global population means all the people. And what does it do? It highlights like this, right? The harm caused by the production and use of these chemicals. Okay, so bu yangın söndürücüler, tarım ilaçları, and all the other dangerous chemicals, right? And their production, use, and disposal. So when also we finish, we dismiss them, right? So, and Van Babel, who is a Canadian scientist, now look, a Canadian scientist who is an extra information, so I just omit, designed a blood test to measure body burden, which is the amount of persistent synthetic chemical pollutants that accumulate in the body within the framework of this campaign. Now look, a Canadian scientist, Van Babel, designed a blood test. What is the aim of this test? It measures the amount of persistent. What does it mean? Continuous synthetic chemical pollutants accumulate. What does it mean? That come together, that gather together, bir araya gelen. That is collected within the framework of this campaign. Framework of this campaign. What does framework means? Framework is what we say, çerçeve. Since 2010, test has been administered at random. What does random mean? That is what we say rastgele. So no spatial people chosen. So over 100,000 people in Europe, North and South America, Africa, and Southern Asia. In addition, another, Anna. Who is Anna? From Chemsec. What is that? That is a Swedish non-profit environmental organization. Kar gütmeyen çevre örgütü, right? Aims to reduce the use of hazardous chemicals. Reduce the hazardous chemicals by encouraging governments and companies to phase out. What does phase out mean? Slowly, gradually stop the use of these the chemicals and offer safer alternatives. So now in this paragraph, we see two scientists. One is from Canada and he has already designed a blood test, and since 2010, this test um, is done randomly. Okay, and who is Anna? She is from a Swedish non-profit environmental organization, and what do? They are trying to persuade governments and persuade people to stop or to lessen, let's say, okay, to lessen the use of these chemicals. Now, 62% of total volume of chemicals used in the EU is harmful to human health and the environment, and these chemicals affect everything down to our hormone systems. Be careful. These chemicals are now harmful. Now, here it was talking about toxic chemicals, and these chemicals, the effects of these chemicals which interact with our hormonal systems. For example, in the womb, what is during puberty, and in the womb means when we are in our mother's uh, womb, and during puberty, what we say organic teenager, and appear years later as breast cancer or different metabolic disorders. According to this cocktail, the mixture effect, which arises because humans are never exposed to only one chemical at a time. So this means at one time we don't get one chemical, we get a lot at one time, has a complex structure. In the light of the harm caused by the use of chemicals on human health and the environment revealed by research, new EU restrictions, which are the widest ban on the use of chemicals in the world and involve the prohibition of approximately 12,000 substances. So a very big ban are being studied. Reducing chemical pollution is crucial not only for businesses but also for our health and the lives we leave to future generations. Dear friends, this is adapted from BBC.com, and that is what is accepted. Like I think it was in the middle of November or something like that. This prohibition was accepted. So that is why I just used this. So, which of the following is an incorrect statement about chemical pollution? It is as important as climate change. Yes, it is, because it threatens Earth systems, right? And it shields both plants and animals' environments. What does shield mean, dear friends? Shield means protects. So yes. Now, while reading, we need to know the words. That is the key. If we don't know what shield is, that's going to be a difficult question for us. It has a continuous effect. Yes, we said persistent effect, and it is a subject that needs to be studied in detail as soon as possible. Yes, because they go on studying. So it doesn't protect and incorrect. It doesn't protect plants and animals environment. It harms. What is the primary goal of Safe Planet? It aims to find new ways to expel chemicals from people's bodies. Expel means dismiss, remove. So how can it aim to remove from people's bodies? Okay. It aims to track the quantity of these chemicals worldwide population. Now let's come here. I'm going to show you something. As you see, to monitor. The synonym is to track. So this is the correct answer. It aims to lessen the harm caused during production, usage, and removal. There is no such a power for a project, and it aims to ban the use of toxic chemicals. No, it just monitors and it just uh, uh, catch people's attention on this. Okay, it doesn't aim to ban. That is the government work. And which of the following is a correct statement about the blood test developed by Bevan Bevel, remember, Canadian scientist? The test measures the proportion, so the amount of inconstant synthetic chemicals gathering in human blood. Now, the test has been carried on every continent. Now, we need to check again here. Not every continent, for example, there is Antarctica here, right? So this is a wrong answer, at least we can say it. The test measures the proportion of all the harmful chemicals in the human body. All of the harmful chemicals, be careful. The test measures the ratio of permanent. What is permanent? That stays. Chemical pollutants in the human body. Now, what I need to do is I need to check it here. One more. So, amount of persistent. What is persistent? Permanence. Synthetic chemical pollutants. So, my answer is that's one. Here, inconstant. What does it? It is the opposite, not stable, right? Which of the following is something that Babel and Chem have in common? Both are, I'm sorry, this should be here, and I'm sorry. Both are academics working in Scandinavian countries. No, as you know, Babel is Canadian and Anna is Swedish. Both work for the UN's legislation and conventions banning chemical compounds. No, because if you work for somebody or a company, you work for, so you get salary. No, they are scientists. Both are working on the Safe Planet project. No, they use this framework, especially Bevel uses it. So both advocate the necessity of reducing chemicals in the body. So advocate means support the idea. And which of the following is one of the theories about exposure to those chemicals? The effects of exposed chemicals can lead to metabolic disorders even after years. The determination of the period in which the individual was exposed to these chemicals is an important issue for the diagnosis of illnesses. We haven't read such a thing. Okay, so the hastalığın teşhisi, we haven't seen such a thing. Determining the type of chemical an individual has been exposed to is a factor that affects the diagnosis result. No. Determining the duration for which the individual has been exposed to these chemicals affect the severity of health problem. So here, as you see, we have read something about that those chemicals are a little bit risky for us, for our hormonal systems, but like breast cancer and different metabolic disorders. But we haven't, I mean, the passage hasn't talked about this diagnosis about these chemicals. So The correct answer is, as you see, the correct answer is this even after years. Okay, so this is this is the end of our lesson. So hope to see you in another lesson. See you. Bye bye.